I'm back. I'm back in more Sonic colors here. Last time I finished off Asteroid Coaster and by such the whole planet's around here. At least the main one's not dealing with this stuff or this Eggman thing until like after the game here. And now we have like this small area open up here, which is basically the final area of the main game here. So let's jump into it.
Because he destroyed all my generators. Well, the mind control cannon is full enough for what it has to do. I will have the last laugh. The last laugh? How is laughing last special? Isn't that like being the slowest one to get the joke? Yeah, I laugh last all the time. People look at me like I'm an idiot. Forget about it. That's because you are an idiot. Talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. There's nobody else here, so I must be talking to you. Why haven't we fixed your voice chip yet? Yo, quit busting my batteries over here. I've been working on it all day. What does that even mean? No, never mind. In a few seconds, it won't matter anyway, since the world will have only one thing on its mind. What's that, boss? Me. Processors know and love. Now I remember why we changed his voice chip. That no matter, I may have suffered a setback, but this thing's far from over. I will crush Sonic.
Alright, here we go. Now with that giant explosion there. Oh wait, more cutscenes.
Hey Tails?
Yeah?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Good, so it's not just me.
When I feel the ground shaking under my feet and see plumes of dust rising and rubble tumbling and aliens running for their lives, yeah, I get a bad feeling. So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
This isn't joke time. This is running to the space elevator time.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. We're out of here.
Yeah, we're running now.
Alright, it's probably best to have all my thoughts during the level itself instead of like during the cutscenes. Yeah, now, so Sonic and Tails were too busy like partying while Eggman was about to launch like a mind control device to the planet. It's like, yeah, very productive with your time, guys there. Luckily that didn't happen because the robot arm that appeared at like the beginning of the story here had to demolish it. But now we have like another problem here. It's basically a giant like void. Now it's going to basically destroy the place here. So it's best to make time and get the fuck out of here. So yeah, they were lucky with that robot arm basically just like destroying the thing itself there. But otherwise they would have had like a bigger problem there, man. That was kind of like a really like dumb thing with the characters there, right there. So yeah. Anyway, now we're just like making our way just like all the way down here, just like reaching towards like an elevator, just basically get out of this like the place here. Basically just like Tropical Resort's now like getting destroyed here, so basically just like making our way down here, I guess. And now like Cubot's got his voice like correctly there, so nice revelation to that like storyline there, that whatever storyline. I really do not care for it at all. It was like obnoxious, I guess. I don't know. Cubot's kind of like a really obnoxious character in this like game here. I think he gets like a lot better in like later games like Lost World and such. Better like game like work off with like with Orbot in there, but in this game it's just like he's just like an obnoxious like as this a choice to inclusion in this game here. I mean, he's supposed to be like the more comedic one out of like Orbot. It's like that's how they work off each other. It's like Cubot's the much more comedic one, while Orbot's much worse the straight man out of the duo there. But even then, it just like doesn't like work out in this like game all that much. And of course, like Eggman's supposed to be like the main boss there, just like keep both of them like straight there. Alright, here we go. Okay, yeah, I died to like that like monster, that like robot that appeared back in like Aquarium Park there, so yeah, much more obnoxious thing to deal with here. And this entire world was just basically just like automatically like running here. We have like those like robots in like Starlight Carnival and have like the motor bugs appear here. It's just like all the bugs that all the guys that like appear in like automated like sections here are basically making like an appearance. Alright, and of course I like died here. I think I could be like mistaken, but I don't think there are like any like red rings in this like area at all. I don't know, I could be mistaken there. I wasn't like paying attention to like the world map there. I just basically just like pressed stay on like instinct went there, so that's why I thought I could like talk there, but nope, there's the moment I pressed stay there was like another cutscene there. I mean, I knew those like cutscenes like appeared like back to back there. I just like didn't realize it was like, oh, it's like that's how it's like gonna be utilized there. Oh, I saw like the aim prompt there when the guy saw the punch. I guess that's how you're supposed to dodge that his like attack there when he like punches instead of like using the boost. I don't know, using the boost is just like way easier though. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, now we're getting like the motor bugs and this guy here at the same time. Ah! I should have just been using the A button as the game was telling me there instead of like the boost there. It didn't seem like it's really working there when the motor bugs started like appearing there. Alright, here we go. Just like doing all this stuff again. Alright. Alright, this is much more like a concentration like level here because yeah, they're just like really going on with these like lasers here. Alright. And it makes sense that we're just like constantly going here. Alright, I need to stop. God. And yeah, those like there's like those little trips area where Sonic can like easily trip there. That's also like another method of why I need to fucking concentrate here. God damn it. No! I'm gonna, it's like, easiest opportunity to get like hit there. My God. I don't know, at least we're at the easiest part of all of them is like dealing with the motor bugs here. Alright, there we go. Alright, the motor bugs shouldn't be like too difficult here. Like, motor bugs are basically the equivalent of like Goombas in like Sonic. I mean, classic Sonic at the very least. I don't know, the 8 Pawns are like basically the Goombas for like 3D Sonic, for like modern Sonic, and basically, yeah. Here in Goomba, the motor bugs are basically just like a later enemy that appear like Starlight Carnival. It's kind of odd to think that the Sonic series had like 2 like iterations of standard basic enemies. Like they appear at the beginning. It's like you have like motor bugs and like 8 Pawns. Those are like the 2 like basic like beginning like enemies there. The ones that like appear at like the very beginning of the game. Alright, I should probably stop concentrating on this stuff because yeah, this is the thing that keeps it keeps making me die towards. It just makes it want to boost more. Alright. Alright. Maybe not boost too much because then I can't see his lasers start appearing. Ugh. My god. This is probably going to be a much more longer video. I mean, spoiler alert, I'm doing the entire world. I'm doing the entire world of Tournament Velocity here because, yeah. So this is basically the final port of the game here, the main game at the very least here. There's not going to be very much levels here in this final area, so that's why I'm doing the entire level here. I need to stop tripping here. My god. Alright, just like dodging you guys here. Alright, here we go. Alright, yeah, I need to like pay attention. The trips there are not like easy to spot as compared to like say a pit, I guess, especially in that like camera angle. But yeah, alright. Oh god, I'm probably gonna get like a game over here based on how much I'm like dying here. Or in that case, maybe the next level. I don't know. Probably expect a game over at some point during this like video here, I guess, is what I'm saying here. Alright. And of course got like the times up thing here, so yeah, my rank here is gonna be like bad. Actually there's no like red star ranks at like the bottom corner where it like usually be, so yeah, I'm probably right on that. There's like no like red ranks here at all in like here in like Terminal Velocity. This is like a unique, a special like level here. Alright, alright, god, those like purple lasers are like difficult to spot here. Alright, here we go. Especially in this like this area. I mean this area's like main color is like white, but it's like when it gets like certain like shadows, which is like pretty common here, it's like turns to like a blue. Alright, I was jumping there and I still end up getting dying here. Ugh. That's why I like using the boost some more instead of like pressing A. It's like so much more easier, but when the motorbikes start like appearing, it's like gets much more difficult in that case. Alright. Oh my god! I actually fucking did it by pressing the A button there! I actually did it! I need to be quiet throughout that entire thing because if I didn't, I probably would have just died over and over and over again. It's just, I actually did it without the boosting there, my god. Alright, there we go. Like, my god, like, I need to, like, pay attention throughout his timing there because, like, if he, especially when he, like, slams into a wall and the camera changes, it's, like, really messing up my timing there. Anytime, yeah, it's time for boss. Not towards the end of the world here, as you see, there's, like, one more level left. But in the middle of the world here, yeah. And there's also, like, 3 levels left here, and there's, like, no star ranks there, but yeah, this is like a special, like, end game, whatever. Let's move on here.
Time to bail. It can't be.
Making some soup. There are no lines, and I've saved the best rides for last. At least let me stab your hand so you can come back in.
I know you're trying to be clever with this whole amusement park pun thing, but it's just coming off lame. Just say you're going to destroy us and stop embarrassing yourself.
Curse you, Sonic! Not only you foil my plans, but you foil my speeches as well! I worked hard on them! No matter, I will destroy you, and I will be victorious! Is that better?
Like 1,000,000 times better. Thank you.
This robot is special! He's powered by the energy from your little friend! He is invincible! So I'd say it's been nice knowing you, but it hasn't.
I have to admit I'm a little scared. I don't think we can beat this guy.
See you on the ground, buddy.
Sonic, no!
of course it's like final boss time, and wouldn't be the good old Gasani game or any like platform game without one here. Alright, time for Eggman's like last like trump card here. Alright, here we go. And now it's time to hitting time. Yeah, as you can see there, he was basically using his equivalent of the cube list there. So yeah, he's going to be using his own variants of like the list powers here. Alright, there we go. As well boost into him. Yeah, there we go. As just get close to him, start like wailing on him there. Alright. And now it's his equivalent of laser here. Just basically found out purple lasers there. And now, once again, now a perfect time to hit him right here. Alright, here we go, just like, yeah, right towards him. And here we go, and yeah, as you can see there, now we're getting like this like towards us, yeah. Very like getting ready for like the big finale right here. And I guess you can kind of equivalent it, this is like some type of like health bar, I guess. Like none of the boss fights earlier had like health bars, but I guess you could, this is like a kind of like a subtle equivalent of like a health bar, I guess you can see that. But no, this is the reason why the list is here, because we're getting like a really like mega power here, getting like set up here. Alright, here we go. And yeah, here we go. The music just like changed here. I really haven't mentioned the music here, but the music here is like very fantastic. Alright, here we go. Especially the phase 1 theme is like very daunting and very dramatic. I mean, the second theme is also good. It's basically a much more dramatic theme of the main theme, like Reach for the Stars. But the first theme especially is like very daring and very dramatic. Alright, concentrate here. Alright, yeah, that required a bit of concentration. Not compared to like the purple world that we've seen before, but yeah. Yeah, the purple robot that we saw earlier is way more better than this. How is that possible? I have no idea why. Alright, now it's time to use all the lists here. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it right there. And Eggman Fire, because why the fuck not? Alright, there we go. That wasn't fun. I thought I would have like some deaths during that fight, but turns out I didn't. There we go. And got like an S rank there. That's very nice. Alright, there we go. And I recall in the world map there was like a 0 out of 2 out of this level. Yet this level has only like 3 levels and not 2. Why is that the case? Well, let's find out.
My head. Who turned out the lights?
Alright, here we go. Basically, now it's time to escape the black hole. Alright, here we go. Now here's just like automatically just like going to Act 2 right here. Yeah, no time for to go into the world map. It's just like automatically just like appears here. And this is basically just, once again, it's just like all running here. Yeah, this entire world is basically just a run of running, not in the boss fight, in the levels, and yeah, even here too. And yeah, this is the reason why there's like no like, there's only 0 out of 2, because this is like a force end level here, a force end level.
Hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta do.
Great job, Sonic.
Thanks. But I had a little help during that last part.
He said, thank you for saving us.
You're welcome. Thank you for saving us.
He says, you are welcome.
That thing's translating pretty good.
Yep, I finally got all the kinks out. We can talk to them perfectly now. Oh, great. He says, goodbye, my friends. I have to go. Just when I got this thing working.
Better late than never, buddy. Right on.
Alright, there we go. That's the end of the game here. The main of the base game at the very least. There's some like extra content that I'm going to be showing up, like particularly towards the stuff in that Metal Sonic area, but that's going to be on the personal save file there. But anyway, yeah, this is the end. Overall the game's like pretty good here. With all the quiz power-ups there, all the like levels area, the worlds themselves. I mean, not all the levels like kick there, and the story's like it's overall pretty good, but there's some like jokes that I'm not the biggest fan of. But yeah, the characters were like pretty good for the most part, and the wits are like cute and adorable and such. And yeah, that's like all pretty good, I guess. Not one of my favorite Sonic games and such. I prefer others, but yeah, overall pretty good here. And now we get like interactive credits here. Yeah, this is like the best of use of like cutscenes here. Like it's very weird when games like don't have the credits. Like I play games and don't, but yeah, we got like stuff like this like to interact with. All right, here we go. Yeah, using some laser time here. There we go. And of course some boost and get some more wits while I just interact with the bottom there. And some of the wits and the cutscene, like there were some wits that are like turned into like the purple like wits there, and like that the cutscene at the end was like meant to imply that they like restored back. And yet later games like Lost World and Forces and some of the racing games still have like lists that are like purple and violet and stuff like that. So I guess some lists are just like permanently like that, I guess. So I guess that's what it implies there, but yeah. I also think some of the red lists that like appeared in like the DS version also like appeared there. I mean that cutscene like that cutscene there has like partial appearance in like the DS version, so that's probably why. But yeah. There's like a couple cutscenes that like appear in like the DS version, but of course due to the limitations, like they can't like all appear there. So the game like overall just like has like text and stuff and that and stuff like yeah. And also the main like opening is like slightly different because like differentiating the voice. There's like slight alterations to like the DS version's opening and this version's. So yeah. Alright, here we go. I just like basically just used the yellow list in like broad like space there. So yeah, really just like getting to utilize all of them. I think in parts of like this game, I think the yellow list might be my favorite. Just like really just like utilizing the speed there, like underground and underwater. It's like in this game at least specifically, I think that the yellow was probably my favorite. I'm not sure, like, overall, it's like, I think that gets, like, way more broader in a sense because there's, like, so many. But, yeah. Alright, just, like, going on through here and such like that. We're probably gonna, like, be here a while because, yeah, it's, like, we have, like, this, like, unique song here, but once that song, like, it's, like, finished there, it's just, like, we're going to get to, like, much more, I think that's the same song that, like, appears during, like, the options and stuff like that. Oh, another thing to, like, bring up. I didn't, like, bring up this in, like, the entire, like, playthrough, but during, like, throughout the game, you can, like, hear, like, Eggman's, like, announcements and stuff like that. I didn't really bring it up, but that ending cutscene with, like, the last one, like, appeared before Eggman told it to shut up. Yeah, remind me of that. Yeah, it's like something not normally noticeable. I don't typically notice it unless it's like highlighting a planet in like the world map. But yeah, that's like been there throughout the entire time there. Alright, just like continuing on here. And throughout this moment in the game, that with her kind of like a mainstay, they like appear like throughout in like dozen games like Lost World Forces. I'm basically just repeating it. But yeah, I feel like they're like a pretty good like inclusion to the series overall. There's like another like cute like animal creature and it came to like the challenge stuff, but have way more utilization aside from being cute and all. Alright. Oh, reach for the source is praying. I think at one point the theme that plays during like the options does appear, but guess not. But yeah, these like themes here, they're like pretty good. They're much more like softer than like compared to like other themes like Endless Possibilities where much more rockin' feel. I prefer like that stuff, but for like this game, it very aligns with the story and like the overall theme. It's like pretty good for this game. It's not one of my favorite themes, but it's still like pretty good. Alright, here we go. Just like, yeah, getting much more wisps here. Including the pink wisp. I believe this wisp is like, has much more angry appearance. It's like in its artwork, like similar to the Cyan wisp. But like in games, like it's like much more like standard expression, like all the other wisps here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, basically couldn't do much with the orange and pink wisp because, yeah, this is basically just like a straight line. Like, what else am I supposed to use it? And now we're just like looping back to the cyan wisp here. Not using the purple wisp, I guess? Or violet, whatever this one appears here, I guess. I guess canonically, because it's like, canonically in the story, it's like supposed to be like, gone permanently, I guess. I don't know, but then again, like as I said before, like it appears like in later games. It's like Shadow all over again. My God. Oh, that one appears here. Yeah, might as well get your time to shine here and like the credits here. And basically just been doing nothing because yeah, could just only go left and right here. As well on the bottom too, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Getting you like creepy guys there. I said they were cute, but yeah, it was overall cute, but these are much more meant to be a much more creepy interpretation. They're so cute regardless. Alright, and they're only like the only wisps that have like mouths, at least in this game. I mean, later on we get like Jade wisps and like Bomb wisps, the Black Bomb wisps that do have like mouths, but all the other wisps have like eyes and stuff, and like they're the only ones that have like mouth in this game. Really making them like stand out compared to like all the other ones. Alright, here we go. Just like getting through all the credits here. There we go. Just like, yeah, ground pound there. Just like ground pound all the credits. And yeah, I'm also doing the home attack and towards like some of the letters here. Yeah, that's also like very neat there. Alright. Yeah, just like continuing on forward. So much credit, so much people that work on this game. Graphic designer, yeah, there we go. I went to like college for like graphic design there we go. Alright, just like continuing on forward there. Yes. Just like continuing on forward here. bring hoppers, just like, yeah, seeing all you guys just like swimming around. Oh, you guys are, the penguins are also like angry in like the bottom here. Yeah, I guess they do have some like appearance here where they're showing much more determined and angry expression there, similar to Cyan was. Yeah, there he goes, very determined with your spiky heads there. Alright, just like moving on forward, and also in the cutscene there, like all the rest of the planets were like that were created, like Eggman were destroyed, like Sweet Mountain and Starlight Carnival, and yet when they kind of like showing like that cutscene there, it kind of looked like just like generic planets with the exception of like Asteroid Coaster there. I don't see like a reason why to just keep them around, but I guess because they're like created by Eggman, I guess just like destroy them all. You never know what Eggman might use in like the future. Eggman could use them once again, I guess. So like let's destroy them all, destroy everything, just like what I'm doing to the crest here. And yes, the fiend that I was waiting for it to appear now makes an appearance. Yeah, there we go. Alright, here we go, just like continuing off here. And also note that when that beam like destroyed it, like went to like several like different planets, I guess. Not to worry about those like other like stuff there. I don't think that like robot beam ever gets like resolved and such. I don't think like anyone really noticed that like that's the reason why that mind control beam got like fucked up there. Like Eggman never like figured out, never Sonic or Tails, and the list is just like, yeah, no one saw that. Just slips into the realm of unknownsly. What I was saying there. Alright, here we go. Or maybe this is not part of the options. This is just the sound that appears in like the title screen. I actually do like this like theme a lot. This is like my favorite song of like the game here. The title theme screen here. It's like very heroic and stuff like that. I don't remember saying that there. It's been a while since I recorded the first part, but yeah, this is my favorite song in the game here. It's just like the title theme, like so like heroic, so much more, and it's like the softness that like appears there. It's like yeah, so captivating and stuff like that. So majestic and stuff like that. Alright, and now it's the options theme there. Now it's like appearing there. Oh, my battery's getting low on my computer. Yeah, as I'm recording this, I'm also like uploading like content, I guess. Just like really just multitask my work here. Oh god, like 17 minutes left of upload, my god. Well, if the battery dies on my computer, I'll deal with that later. Like, I'm not dealing the time word of like uploading that now. Right now, I'm just basically like too busy like recording a video here and make sure things don't get out of focus. If things get out of focus here, that'll be like it's just devastating, especially towards the end of the game here, during like this like final part here. Alright, now we're getting like to the end of the credits here. Alright, that seems like pretty good. When you're reaching towards the end here, when you see like logos like here. Oh, we only saw like one logo, so maybe we're at like more like cutscenes than I thought here. Yeah, it's because like cutscenes, as credits are, there can be like obnoxious when you're like for recording stuff, because what more do I have to say here? Alright, here we go. I should probably get some water in that case, because yeah, my throat's getting like dry here. Yeah. And yeah, Sonic was basically just like in that yellow drill list. Yeah, there's no like list beats here. Don't want to disrupt the music here. Instead, the Wisp music doesn't play at all during the credits here. Alright. Just like continue on forward here. Alright, game 2 of the same witch like each time here. So are we nearing the end? Alright, the pink list shows up twice, no green list. Alright. Keeper producer, executive supervisor. Alright, just like moving on forward here. The road that we're kind of like staying on is basically very similar to like the road that we're riding on the like Starlight Carnival here. I mean, it's not quite the same. It's like it was much more purpley there, but here it's all like rainbows here. Yeah, really signifying the colors here in Sonic Colors here. Alright. Alright, now we're at the end. Yeah, there we go, the Sega logo right there. And for all that, I get like more lives here. And Yakker's the last one. Of course, Yakker will be the last one here. Yeah, hey, buddy.
Faster, you idiot! Faster! Put your backsides into it! Technically, we don't have backside, boss. I don't care! Just push! We have to hurry! I already have my revenge planned out, and next time I will not fail! Of course you won't, boss. Of course you won't! On the bright side, a certain someone got their voice back. I feel like my own self! Eliminators, time! Hey, remember we were chasing those two aliens? What's up with those things anyway? They sure were funny looking! What I wouldn't give for the maddening silence of space right about now. You see, they ain't really starting to see fish. Why we didn't bring any with us? Not that we can eat it since we're open. We gotta look at it. I love looking at stuff. I love stuff. Actually, it was great. Hey, how did we get all this stuff to blow up like that? And we loved it.
And Cubot decides to be very annoying towards the end there. Yeah, there we go. And Eggman's like outfit was like really white there during that one scene there. Yeah, I think that's probably due to some of the lighting and like that in-game cutscene there. Yeah, Eggman drifts off space, so maybe it's a good thing we destroy the planets. Yeah, he might figure something out to do something like immediately towards there in like space there. Maybe. Whatever. Yeah, anyway, that's like end the major like game here. Alright, so it's not like the entire end of this. It's basically just like in the main game. So next time, I'm going over to my personal save file here. God, need to breathe. Yeah, next time I'm going to my personal save file here to basically do everything in that Metal Sonic area. So see you then. Goodbye.